everyone. Everyone loves a good surprise, right? Well, I got a good surprise at the mailbox today because it's quite early, but I have a box to open, so I'm excited to get right in. This is September, and I have pulled it out with the tissue paper intact. Look at this lovely moth or butterfly. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go with butterfly. Sometimes oh, it's not focusing. Excuse me. I think that's focused. I was having a lot of trouble, but here with this, I don't know if it's the light or the image. Okay, it's a lovely, looks like yellows in a nice olive green. Alright, actually, I think I'm gonna just slide everything out of, yes, that's empty. And how about we start with washi? Ooh, looks floral. Looks on the outside of the package to be more coral or orange than the yellow, but we'll see. Okay, we're gonna pull this out and ooh, we got a green, and I would say it's more of an orange, but you know, they're very close to each other. That's a nice, I'm gonna set this right there. Alright, it looks like the stamps are right on top here, so wait no further. Let's see. Cling stamp, and cling stamp. I've got 3 packages here. Let's open them and see what's inside. So the first one here has one medium large-ish floral stamp. Set that down right here. The next package has 3. Surprise, 3 lovely stamps. Let's see, we have a floral here, a floral here, and another floral, but it's got like lines in the middle. It's very small. That will be interesting to see if you can maybe handwrite something in the middle there. I think it's meant for some kind of writing to go. And finally, a third large, medium large, banner floral stamp. Again, we have some space. I want to see exactly how wide that is. That right there is a scant 1/4 of an inch, maybe, roughly, for writing space, if you so choose. And then this one's got to be even smaller, like maybe around 1/8 of an inch, so that's pretty tiny. Let's stamp those out and see how they look. So having a look at the individual stamps, cling stamps that we received, we have the large floral kind of swag one with lots of nice florals that you can color in with a fine detail marker or a colored pencil. Then there's this first kind of banner one, which you could personalize if you can write tiny. You got about 1/4 of an inch space there. And last but not least, this is a lovely little burst one. And I feel like, yeah, you can write in there too. For example's sake, let's just try a regular pen here. I don't judge my handwriting, but I'm gonna go with, and it's not centered. I would definitely want to do this in pencil first, but you can write in there. And that's the tiny one. So I think it is able to be done. I'm not sure if there are stamps tiny enough to get in there or not, but you know, like if somebody had alphabet stamps. So these are personalizable, or you could just, you know, you could fill it in with a different color, but yeah. Look at that, it's on the lovely pile here. Ooh, these are very nice. These are the stickers, the black, and they're clear, so you can see through. These, I just love the postage type theme. And then this kind of looks like a poppy, which is pretty much one of my favorite flowers. I love the look of poppies, especially red poppies are pretty. Alright, what do we have next? We have, whoa, not any English here, but maybe 40 pieces. There is the number 40 there. And then you can kind of see the variety. Let's go inside. looks to me like possibly vellum stickers or washi. I'm not sure if there's a difference. I kind of use those two terms interchangeably, but I'm not sure if that's correct or not. You know, it's like a washi. I guess the interesting thing, washi generally is like not, it can come back off again like a masking tape, whereas I don't know if a vellum sticker, a sticker is maybe more permanent, so I'd have to test these out to see. But you can see that these are translucent. That is a lovely quality they have, so putting them on top of something dark you're going to see through. It's great for making layers of things and layers of interest in a journal. And then of course we have a lovely piece of packaging here, which I like the uneven edges here, and if you wanted to make it have like a burned look, you could take a colored pencil or a marker or something, or even ink. Yeah, the inking technique that I love to do with the vintage photo would really, Distress ink would really make that shine. And then I think for this one I would definitely just put a nice white or lined or grid paper here and make this into a journal card. I could leave this, or I could just add, you know, those label stickers we get often. Might be nice to cover up that part, but yeah, it's a nice tag weight. It's like Insta-tag for your journal. And then let's just have a look at some of these. This one looks like a tag that's been torn on the edge. I like that. It's a different look. Here's one that just looks like a tag. Ticket looking. Ooh, strawberries. Another image. I love the look of like a vintage, you know, botanical or nature journal strawberries and cherries. My favorites. This looks like a pumpkin leaf to me. I can't tell if there's a pumpkin on there or not, but that's cool for fall. And here we have really that burnt look, almost like, you know, the page is turned, or it's interesting how you have both of those there. And I'm not sure if this one is really doing it for me there, but you know, if you didn't like this extra border here, you could just trim that off. I kind of get the idea there. It's like a burnt edge, and then for some reason we have some extra here. What do you guys think of this look right here? Let me know in the comments. You know, I think I don't mind it as much on this one. I don't know. It could take time. It could grow on me, or it could be nicer in use. But does that look right there inspire you? Let's get the comments flowing. This one, I like it on this one better. I think you get the idea that it's, you know, aged or burnt there. It doesn't even have to be burnt. It could just be so old it fell off. And believe me, if you work with vintage papers or books, you know that happens. They become very brittle with age. Oops, they're attached. No, this one came off a little bit. It's missing. Oh, that's interesting. I have not seen that before. Of course, I won't get too distracted on it, but, and you can't even see what I'm talking about probably, but the acetate backer is missing the corner, so of course that's going to stick to everything. I don't know, maybe it got burnt off in the process. These, there was burning going on in the design and then in the actual production, perhaps. Ooh. Okay, it's taken a while. I hope you guys don't mind my rambling. I have definitely, if it's a skill or a flaw, I don't know, I'm a rambler. I like this one a lot. This is a nice large size too. What is this? 3 1/8 square, so just over 3 inches. Nice large size for that one. Okay, setting those aside, what do we have here? I think this might be a mistake. These look two of the same, but I'll have to see other people's to see if they got 2 of these, but you don't find me complaining on that because it's not like I'm missing something. Just interesting. I feel like it's exactly the same, so maybe they didn't mean to give me 2 of them. And does it have the same contents? I don't know. What do we have here? It says 2 times 20. So, I mean, if you see what I'm talking about, like, I don't even know if you can see that on whatever format you're watching. I'm assuming there's 2 of each. This, again, I say again because in previous boxes there's been shiny gold. Ooh, 2 of my least favorite things here. Mushroom and some... I don't mind the shiny gold, I just find sometimes I find it harder to use because I'm doing the vintage style, and you know, in this kind of little format, it's nice that it's not like a huge piece of paper, but yeah, this is more challenging. But, you know, challenges are useful. I like this. Oh, you know, and you could just trim it off. It's funny, it says, caution, drugstore. Something Sense Perceptions, number 2345, Canton, North Carolina. That doesn't really make sense to me, but maybe, you know, it's just some random thing. Yeah. Ooh, I like that one, even with the tiny little bit of gold. Oh, you can... How come this is not showing up nicer? Let me see. That's sort of focused. Yeah, that's sort of focused. So you can see the little bit of gold. I don't know that you're going to be able to read it. I don't know that I can read it. It's just kind of a script looking. Got some lines, but you know how I'm a sucker for the butterflies. I always like them. Yeah, this one's got a lot of gold. So in the right context, you know, it can be a nice accent. I find I like it on cards and stuff. I liked it. Oops, that one's flying. Oh, and it's got my favorite red poppy there. Come on, camera. Camera's having a hard time focusing. Another poppy. And another mushroom. We won't talk about that. Oh, nice poppies there. So there's 2 of each. Yeah. I think I didn't finish a sentence, but I think you're probably going to have to forgive me because I don't even remember what I was saying. There. So, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm assuming that the other package is the same, and from first glance I see some of the same ones. So, bonus, I guess. I got 2 of those. Now, what's this? Ooh, we get these often, but I guess this is different. You know, they're always unique. The twine I reuse, so I haven't had to buy twine in forever because I always have a little strand of it. I guess if I do a large project, though, where I use twine in a lot of stuff, I tend to be a one-of-a-kind crafter, which is the hard one to do, at least if you sell your work, because I only make one of each thing. These are great to reuse in journals. It's thin, so you can add this without adding a lot of bulk. But it's already got the pocket there, and, you know, started for you. I think these are just paper here. Little labels. So what was the other thing I was talking about? The packaging over here. It's out of frame, but look at that. Boom. That's a bit big, but I've covered up the words there pretty easily. We have the days of the week. This feels like it could be a sticker. Yep. The days of the week here are a sticker. Are the labels? No. Now that's paper. There's a very subtle difference in the feel. It's like slightly thicker. That's how come I was like, oh, is that a sticker? Yeah, so I love the scripty ones. They're great for collage and backgrounds, you know, building a focal image on top of it. Ooh, this one is even better because you can still write on it. It's a little bit, yeah, harder. You'd have to use some gesso or white paint to tone that down if you wanted to write over that. La cuisson à l'eau. Cooking with water, huh? This one's in French. Ooh, I'll have to read that later. Yeah. This is some very elaborate script there, and then, as with in the past ones, we have some handmade-like paper. Ooh, look at the texture on this one. I don't know if that's showing up. This is a thicker, like, oh, marbled looking, and then we have some beautiful texture on this one. You can kind of see, kinda. Yeah, like a linen-y texture. It's smooth on the back, but it's got this nice texture on this side, so fun to do stuff with that. Move this to this side. What do we have here? Another little pack. Oh, floral papers, it looks like to me. Again, a lot of times it's a guess, my first. I don't see a number on there. This is a fun element to add in a journal too. You can also turn it into a pocket very easily by gluing either or both sides there. But if you wanted to leave it, you could also have it as a flip down element and make a pocket by gluing part of this side into your journal. It is pretty thick, this one, so it's going to add some bulk. Another idea is to maybe adhere both sides and just use it as an element that you tuck in and can take out of a journal. That way, if it gets too thick, you can just put it somewhere else in another journal. So I like that. And then we have some vellum squares in here, some nice muted colors. Ooh, look at that one. That one's just too small though. It's a nice small square. I like these. So we've gotten some floral papers in the past, but these look like more of a neutral assortment of colors, which is nice because you can kind of use them with anything. It's not so strong. And then, so you can see there's a variety of rectangle sizes and squares with a variety of, is that strawberry? No, it's just a flower, sorry. A variety of vellum and paper. They have, you know, some of, and ooh, I like that pattern. Some of them in vellum and some of them in paper. I feel like maybe each of them, because I'm seeing two of a lot of them, so yeah, these are pairs. So it looks like maybe they're available in both the paper pattern and the vellum. But don't quote me on that, because you never know. There might be one or two that's not. Here we have the die cut stickers again. This time, it looks like they're more of, you know, less random shapes, and then we've got a border here, so they have changed these, so you can see these ones right here are more label, which is interesting. You're gonna, I don't know, need to make sure your pen or pencil works on this surface because it's got a lot of texture to it. I'm pretty sure a Sharpie would work on it, and maybe like a ballpoint oil-based pen, but something water-based, I don't know. I would test it out on this part first, you know, to make sure. And then these ones are like the die-cut postage stamp shape, which is, it's nice that they did that, because the other shapes in the past few months, you know, not every... I guess some of the first cut maybe were showing up really well. This looks pretty good, but you know, like a postage stamp, it's okay if it's rough around the edges. So mine is a little rough right here. I was always getting them, if you follow my channel, you'd know that mine were a little rough around the edges, and in some shapes, it just didn't look as good. This is an interesting, I like what they've done here. That was a really long way to say I think they're improving it. Okay, and I like the color palette on this. It's very nice and full. What do we have here? Look at this cute little packet. Is this a booklet? Okay, yep. It's sealed on the one side. I like that. I think they did that before. It's nice because, you know, you can pop it in a bag and bring it with you really easily, but it's not, you know, it's got some protection there too. Yeah. So, these are all like postcard themed. I have a ton of stuff like this, but I love it. I just don't know if I'm ever going to use it up in time. Look at this! Now this is a new item to me, to this box. So, a stencil, that's really cool. Okay, we're going to have to try this out though. And actually, there's more than one. Wow! These feel pretty nice. They are not as cheap as... They're not as thin, I should say cheap. I don't know about cheap. They're not as thin as some stencils, you know, knockoff, whatever, generic stencils that I've bought. This is a pretty intricate design here, so, I mean, are they thick enough to handle myself, my brutish ways? This looks like it's already kind of, you know, suffering, but that, as far as first impression, it feels like really good quality for this intricate design. So, we're gonna see how that works with like a blending brush or something in a moment. Alright, so having a look at the stencils, I'm just using this like makeup like blending soft brush on this one, and I got this result here. I didn't go all the way down, but you can see that. I think I got a lot of ink on there. A lot of ink. So then let's actually try another tool I have. Because why not? You know, again, I'm just going to do the Picked Raspberry for fair comparison. I have one of these dome foam blending tools and a little applicator. So I'm not going to get too fancy. In fact, it's okay. Well, yeah, maybe I will tape this one down. I didn't even tape the other one down, but we'll tape it right here on the corner. So, and then I'm going to just hold it with my fingers and go right in here, and you can see live. So this is really cool. I mean, we haven't got stencils before. I think part of the reason I'm so excited about the stencil is this is a craft tool that you can use again and again and again, and it's so versatile, and it's not consumable. I like getting the consumables also, like the stickers and things, but you know, once you've used them up, you've used them up. But especially for building one's stash and just trying new things, these are great. So, and then where was, I don't remember, was it this one that had, no, it might have been the other one. But I haven't had any problems with, in this first attempt, with anything not showing up. So there we go, look at that, stencil. So that's really cool, and you can use these, you can do, like, if you have an embossing machine, you can do like a light dry embossing with it. You can use it on a gel plate, which I have. So lots of ways to use stencils, and I have just showed you one here, and just to show you the pattern that we got, you know. So, and it's a good size too, not too big, not too small. I like it. All right, let's check out the next stuff. And I'm skipping here to the Rub-On transfer stickers because I like those. I like, wow, it feels like there's a lot in this month's box. I have liked these. I have liked the quality. They've worked well for me. Looks like we got 3 sheets. Are they the same? They're very similar. I don't know that they're not the same, but they're very similar. We see this orange and green and yellow theme. Very appropriate for fall. These can be used for anything. I mean, flowers go with everything, right? And you can stick these right onto all kinds of stuff. Like, you have a gift box for somebody. I don't have one handy, but I had like a pink plain box that a candle came in. Just put a couple of these on carefully without crushing, you know, the box. Maybe fold the box first, and boom, it's decorated. So there's a lot of versatility. I think you can use these on wood too. You just have to make sure, you know, that you seal it later with the appropriate sealant so that it lasts. And to the paper pack. A little look there. I'm seeing some butterflies. This is exciting. So the paper ephemera pack has the 6 sticker, 6 vellum, 6 art, and 6 pattern paper, and it contains 24 sheets. This is very nice. This one, what is this? This is the paper here. I'm loving this image right here. And in fact, the scale of it is pretty nice for, yes, this could be a nice focal element on a card if you cut out around the borders. And if you did it really carefully, like with, what do you call it, like a cutting, like a craft knife, and you could even use the other part also, you know, like on a different card. I hope that makes sense. Like, this could be a frame and something could be in the window. I might have to try that and show you guys, but I don't know. I've got craft fair coming up in a couple months that I'm gonna have to do a ton of work to get ready for. Look at this lovely dragonfly. I'm not like the biggest fan of dragonflies, but I like this one, and of course I like the butterflies more. This is a nice background paper, and then you've got some nice border pieces. I'm not fully, let me pull back just slightly so that you can see the entire sheet. This is a lovely, lovely back. Oh, look at it. You can pull out pieces too if you just wanted to use parts. Of course I love the poppies because I was saying that. Nice kind of fall rust color here. And then there's the butterflies that I saw. Yes. So this one, then we have the 6 sticker paper, and we have the art paper, which has a very, very slight texture to it. It's slightly thicker than the paper. And then we have each of the patterns in vellum as well, which I'm going to grab my little white piece so you can see the beauty of the vellum. Thanks again for watching and coming along as I unbox this. I would love to hear your thoughts and your ideas because it sparks my creativity as well. So make sure you comment, and if you're not subscribed, you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can see future content. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful and creative day. Bye!